Runk.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gonna be the biggest disaster, dude. Keep this in. This is gonna be
He
really
almost
funny.
tripped over a cycle.
A bicycle.
A bicycle.
This is like what that's doing there.
Yeah, it's
would only be
especially
there
knowing him.
in an episode of Mr. Bean.
Well, it would honestly only be there if he would put it there.
That's
I would
true.
never. Would you ever put that there?
You know what's funny? What I thought is only he would trip on a bike, knock over all the cameras and lights.
Yeah.
But the truth is, the reason he would do that is because he'd put a bike there
It's
in
one
the
of the
first
huge
place.
reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. Now he's gonna mess
Now
it
he's
up.
going to move it and
Yeah.
knock everything
Look,
over
look,
while
look.
he moves it.
Yeah.
He
It's
was
the worst time to move it.
He was so delicate though.
Like
about
just
it.
leave
He
it. It
was.
doesn't matter.
I
It
saw
makes
him-
it worse.
I saw him being
He's
delicate.
moving a bicycle. Go move the bicycle already.
Why are you pausing?
He's taking a video of it.
Okay.
Right,
Documenting it.
All right, so he's moving it. And now he just moves and falls out the building.
Now we're safe. Everything's safe. He almost knocked over the cameras and the lights because he put a bike leaning against his desk between the desk and all the cameras and lights.
Between two cameras, literally.
Yeah.
There's one there, and the light.
Could have
Are
been
you guys
bad.
quite done?
No.
We
you know
might
what
be
he,
done.
and you know what he said today? Wow, the submissions are going to suck.
Yeah, he did. That
Just
was
to
good.
keep it nice, because we said last time we drilled him into the ground because he wasn't here, and he said the submissions were stacked,
Yeah.
and the second one was already the most forgettable one we've ever had in the world.
For a second, I thought he was serious, and it made me sad. But
No.
what I didn't realize right away was that he was doing reverse psychology. So now our expectations are low.
I didn't like that you fell for that for a second.
Yeah. Well, that's too damn bad, isn't it?
Yeah, because I would do something like that, and I didn't, and I felt good that I didn't, and then you fell for it, and I felt bad.
Wait, what part did you feel good about? That you didn't fall for it.
Yeah,
You should feel good that I fell for it, so you're not the only kind of person that does.
but I didn't though.
I know. But you said it's the
I
kind of
would.
thing you would. Okay.
But I didn't.
Right.
So I'm growing.
But my point is you should feel good that you're not alone. When I see someone do something I do frequently and I don't do it, I'm not like, oh, what an idiot. He did the thing I always do. I'm like, oh, wow, that makes me feel great and not alone.
Me too, like breaking the concrete with the tip of your penis. Because
Well,
it drags.
that's different.
That happens all the time to me.
Who have you seen do that?
Oh, gosh. No, I've never seen it.
Oh, so then it's not like that.
But if someone were to do it, I'd be like,
Oh,
I
okay.
get the plight. I get the plight.
Right.
I'm going to be in Nanaimo, BC, Victoria, BC. Keep it moving. Augusta, Georgia, North Charleston, St. Petersburg, Florida, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Charleston, West Virginia, Des Moines, Iowa, and Green Bay. And you know what? We have the Lifeline live show
We do have the Lifeline Live show.
in Irvine, May, is it 14th?
Yes.
May 14th, Irvine. Lifeline Live. Come and get your and come see us live.
Tickets at watchlifeline.com, Tuesday, May 14th. Irvine, spoiled brats in Irvine. Do you think of that every time you hear Irvine?
No, but I used to.
Dude,
But I go to Irvine all the time. So.
Time bragging.
Well, no, but
bragging.
because I'm a comedian. I'm a touring comedian.
Guess what? Everybody has to go sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/lifeline luxury. It's on and popping. We're doing more per month now. Get
It's
over
pretty
there.
banging,
Get
and
in
I would
there.
tell you right now,
And
it's
he's cutting
probably
me
the
off.
best Patreon there ever is.
Yeah, ever has been, ever is, currently is, and ever will be. Thank you very much. Go sign up. We
Elvis.
appreciate you. We love you. Those who are already signed up, you're my best friends, and you know it. Obviously, subscribe to my solo podcast, The Private Record. Got a banger of an episode out right now. Dude was slanging heroin and meth for the cartel. Didn't even know it until the feds came to his door and said, hey, you know what? You're going to jail for 25 to life, or you'll be undercover for us.
Informant? Oh,
Dude,
no.
went undercover for 3 years.
Oh, just shitting his brains out.
Every 6 months, his sentencing was up. Like he was going to go to court. And so there was a fucking sword of Damocles over his head. And then they would be like, you know what? We'll put you to work for another 6 months if you're willing. And he was like, well, obviously I'm willing. He didn't have a choice.
Oh, my God.
Craziest stories. Anyway, go over there, subscribe to The Private Record. Great
he blurred
episode
out?
this week. What's up? He's not. I was like, dude, you want to be anonymous? He's like, nah.
Oh, God.
He wanted to be in, like, keep a few things.
This is him now in the lake.
Anyway, he actually wanted me to tell you, and I didn't even tell you this.
What?
He specifically off air wanted me to tell you
Well, we're on
that
air, but
off the show,
yeah,
that
I
show.
get it.
No, I'm saying off air. He told me this.
Oh,
Yeah.
You should put it in the show if it's a compliment. But yeah,
He wanted me to tell you.
I saved his life.
That kinda. He
Oh,
said
I
you
was
got
joking.
him
Now I
through
feel
some
bad.
really hard times,
Aw.
like with your. I don't know with what I wasn't listening, but he said you
Wow,
specifically. No, I think with your comedy, obviously your comedy and podcast, not your cooking
Or my
show.
heroics.
But yeah, anyway, head over there, subscribe. It's
And now
a,
he's like this.
it's a bangerang of a show.
How interesting is it that I saved his life and you killed him? So that's cool.
Damn, that's funny, dude.
My podcast saved his life. Your podcast killed him. So
that's right.
yeah. Well, okay.
Cheering me on.
No, I'm gonna drink the Magic Mine, and I'll tell you what.
Wow, dude. Why do I hate it when you do that?
I know why.
I think I know why too. Why do you think?
I feel it.
But do you know why I hate it?
It's too small.
That's
and
right,
yeah,
dude. It's the size of the bottle. I like that you do that though.
It's bitch.
I'll be real I'll be honest if I get it in the trash. Hold on, Marco.
Oh yeah, you'll be honest. Thank you, man. Well, I mean, we're all here, you know. Didn't make it.
It would have gone in.
It would have gone in.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
I don't know
Thank
about
you.
that. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah.
it is too small, but it is cool that it's small. I like
yeah,
that
you
it's
don't
small.
want like a-
But when you do it the way it's hard. It's hard to figure out how to do it, how to finesse it. But
so dainty. It's not good. Look,
Right.
it doesn't look right.
what I need is honestly a mechanism where I put it in, I hit a button, and it goes and just drink, and I you know what I mean, and I can just drink it like that.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
So all right. So look, I have a bad memory.
If you want to be on the show, go to Watch Lifeline and submit yourself
Okay.
and your question. Thank you.
I have a bad memory. Okay, and here's the deal.
Clearly have a bad memory. Forgot
I
to
was
say
like
that.
going to tell you a story about Kristen. Then I go, I'll save it for the podcast.
Yeah, before we started.
Yeah.
You were about
It
to
was,
tell me.
5 minutes before
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Not even.
He goes, okay. We're about to start the podcast. I forget what it's about. I go, fuck, I wanted to tell you something, and I forget what it is about Kristen. And he says, what? It just happened 5 minutes ago. You remembered it. And I said, I know, now I don't remember what it's about. He said, oh my gosh. Right before we started recording, right before I remember what it's about, this story's about me forgetting something.
Unbelievable.
Hey, I'm peacing out. You know what I mean?
What's going on with that?
I don't know, man.
You don't even have a good reason for that. You weren't like.
I didn't do hella drugs.
No,
I drink hella coffee.
that's not why. Is it?
I don't know. I mean, I work out hella hard.
I'm
I do
hella tan.
I do hella comedy.
If you want to talk about hella stuff, dude, I'm all about hella
Are you?
stuff. I'm hella tan.
Are you
right
tan
now.
right now?
Yeah, I've been outside a lot lately.
Why?
Doing work at the house. Honestly, it doesn't sound like me, but it is.
Why were you?
Why was I?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make it look nice, have it be better. Also, I had all this junk. I got rid of a bunch of stuff.
You don't seem that much. Maybe a little bit.
I'm pretty tan. Yeah.
Yeah. Hella tan. So
Like, look how different. Look at that. That's a big. What is it called? The
the
farmer's
mic's
tan?
in the way, obviously.
No, it's not.
The mic's in the way, obviously, for me to see it.
Oh well, I'm not showing you. I'm showing the audience.
Well, I want to see it.
Look,
Oh yeah. So look. Oh yeah. Cool.
cool. You know.
So Kristen says last night, look, that baby I follow is doing well. Shows me her computer.
Pre-social media is such a creepy thing
Yeah,
to say.
yeah. Shows me, she turns the computer around. I see a baby. I mean, I'm talking about like weeks old. Okay?
Just a chilling baby.
Just a baby like this.
Regular baby. Being
Sleep.
a baby. Yeah.
A regular baby.
Yeah.
I go like this. Oh, cute.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what baby I follow. But I know to just be like, oh, that's great.
Of course.
Because if I say, what?
Yeah.
I got to listen for, you know what I mean, 25 minutes about something that I don't know about, which means it's not interesting to me.
Right. The update would be about something you don't even remember in the first place. So there's no
Exactly.
point in getting an update.
So I say, oh, cool. And she says, we sent him something, like a little plushie, the family. And I say, oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now in my head, I'm like, do we know this baby or not?
Well, no.
But I'm not
yeah,
getting the
okay.
curiosity. I'm not letting curiosity get me. Okay.
Good, yeah,
I go
good,
like
yeah.
this. Cool. And she goes, puts it back like this. She goes this. Isn't that sweet? I'm like, so sweet.
Yeah.
She's
You're
like,
just going. Now you're off off the cliff.
Yeah.
You're
but I'm
flailing.
But I'm trying to watch the new show that's on. Right. I put on a new show that I wanted to start.
What was
the
it?
Continental on Peacock.
There's your mistake. But go on.
I put on the Continental on Peacock. She's talking about a baby. Like I know the baby. I don't know the baby. I'm trying to watch Colin Woodall on.
Don't know any of the things you're saying.
I'm trying to watch Colin Woodle on Peacock.
Colin
you know
Woodle
what I mean?
made it up.
I did a movie with him.
Colin Woodle, not a name.
And so she goes like this on the computer. I'm trying to watch Continental, just kicking ass. You know what I mean? Like learn to choreographed fucking dance, shooting guns and shit. You know what it is? It's a spinoff on John Wick.
Oh, I do know what that is. Yeah, okay.
So anyway, this male model's doing spin kicks up its fucking staircase, and so I'm like,
I'm a male model.
So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She goes like this. Remember?
Uh-oh, knew that was coming.
And I go, all right, prepare to be fucked, right? Okay. So I say, remember about the baby? And she says, the baby, remember the baby was doing like really bad? Like it was all like hooked up to like tubes and stuff. And this family was trying to revive it. And then we ended up donating and sending the plushie as a family. And I say, oh, she says, yeah, remember? And I go, no. And she says, on Valentine's Day, remember for Valentine's Day, we had that discussion where me, you, and Cal, and I said, because some kids, you know, they're not healthy, so we want to help, and we can do this. And we had a whole conversation with Cal, and I go, And she says, you really don't remember this? And I really don't, dude.
Yeah.
And I said, babe, the amount of things that you show me that are of either people dying or sick or hurt or you know what I mean? War. I don't want to know those things ever.
She's into war? What?
Oh, yeah.
I know she's into past wars.
But she'll be like, well, China and Russia did the thing. And you're like, okay. I don't want to know that. I'm trying to watch a fucking Continental.
Yeah. You'd rather watch the Continental.
I'd rather watch a Continental than know maybe the world's going to end in 6 months. What do I want to know that for? If it's going to end, it's going to end. What am I going to do?
Well, that's true. Sure.
Right? So, but she's always like, Putin. And I'm like, I don't want to, you know? So now she's telling me that a baby's dying. Dude, I know what I did. I know what I did.
What do you mean what you did? When?
When she told me the thing at Valentine's Day?
Okay, yeah.
I know what I did. Okay. I go like this.
Yeah.
And block it out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you think even if she asked in 5 minutes, do you remember what I said? You'd be like, no? Or so it's not that it gets in your mind, goes away after a little while. It's that it never enters in the first place.
That did not enter.
Right. Okay.
So, but that's alarming because she said we had a whole conversation about it. And which means I just looked at her and went like this. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm thinking of.
What that probably means, is that you are relatively good at seeming like you're engaging enough while not at all engaging.
And that's exactly where we're at. And that's honestly one of the nicest things anyone ever said.
Yeah, it's a skill you've accumulated over time, how to sort of generally do that with people.
It's so cool.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say it's so cool, but
that's really, really, really cool.
No, I'm going to go with no on that, but that's cool that you like it.
You know what happened? The opposite happened the other day. Yesterday, I was at a Zoom therapy with a group, bunch of men in my men's group, and one of the doctor said, hey, Chris, where are you right now? What are you doing? Because I was just listening. And I said, oh, I'm just listening. She's like, oh, you haven't said anything in a bit. And I was like, oh, no, I was just listening. And I was listening. So on the opposite, there's that. So.
Oh, you mean you're capable of listening?
Yeah,
Congrats,
but then when it seems like when I'm listening, it seems like I'm not. And when I'm not, it seems like I am, which is what I'm saying, which is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kristen thought I was listening. I wasn't. My doctor thought I wasn't listening, and I was.
Right. And
so I'm like,
this is good to you or trouble?
Johnny doesn't know his face.
That's your Johnny doesn't know his face. Yeah. I'm definitely Johnny doesn't know his face either. Everyone's always like, oh, well, why are you so mad at me?
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm
a
like,
Dalia thing.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting.
You're Hasidic?
I'm just a Hasidic.
I'm just a Hasidic Jew.
Yeah.
All right, getting demonetized for that. So, all right, let's go. Let's do a.
No, Hasidic is just a. Yeah. You can say that. You know?
What?
You could say Hasidic Jew.
Well, you could also say Jew.
Yeah, but a Hasidic Jew is a specific kind of Jew.
I know.
Okay.
I'm joking.
We're good?
I'm just saying
pound
we
it
talk
out.
about something that's.
You want to pound it out? Nice.
We talk about. I didn't want to pound it out.
I know you did it, but you did. I knew you didn't want to, and then you did anyway. Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Tattoo Girl, episode 100.
I
wanted
remember.
to pop in here and tell you that I just loved getting advice from Dr. Drew and all you guys. It was
Put us down.
hilarious
Yeah.
trying to watch you figure out what my tattoo said.
Yep.
We didn't know
And
what
to
it
my
said.
point, that is why I wanted to like get it removed
There
or
you
do
go.
something
Yeah,
about it.
for sure.
So, quick backstory: the tattoo. I'm just still laughing at it. The tattoo says "Infinito a fortitudo,"
Oh, wow.
which translates to "find your strength" or "strength will find you" in Latin. I got the tattoo
Oh,
actually
interesting.
because I was working out like crazy and I was working on my deadlifts, got to 205, was super excited about it, wanted to do something crazy, and I
Cool.
went and got it tattooed. So
Wow.
that's the story.
It's good.
Working on a solution for it. I'll let you know what happens. Bye, guys.
Here's the problem
That's
with
actually sorry. That's actually a decent quote. Usually, quotes people put on their bodies are.
that. I mean, yeah, but it's in
god-awful.
Latin.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But
Um,
just saying.
the thing about that is, if you get a tattoo because of something you do, working out, and then like, what if you become a fat piece of shit later?
Memories. Just be like, I was buff once.
Oh, that's just a reminder of I'm not what I was.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think that I wouldn't do that, but that's cool that she did that. Also, she wants to get it covered up or not, right?
Let's talk about this. Why?
Hijacking it.
She says she's figuring out what she wants to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why, if your language is English and you like something someone said who is,
Yeah.
who knows what
Yeah.
language they speak
Yeah.
or wrote in
Right.
in their time, why don't you get it in English?
I know why.
Is it so people ask?
No. Well, no.
Okay,
I don't
why?
think so. Not for me. I didn't do it, but if I
Why?
were to do it, because have you ever read a book that was translated and then somebody's like, "Yeah, it's too bad you didn't read the German version because it's not. It's hard
Of
to
course.
translate." Yeah,
and
there
I
you go.
hate that. And
Oh,
I
you
hate
hate
that. I hate when people say that. It's true, but it's like
It is true. Yeah.
I don't speak or read German. So I can't read the original Nietzsche passage. You know what I mean? Like
Right. You
how,
can learn
how
German.
why would you even
learn
ask
German.
me?
Hey, learn German. They say it like that. That's how they do. I want to. Does you get like what is that? Live, love, laugh. You know?
Yeah, Mishima wrote that, right?
Yeah. Who? Yeah.
Oh my God, stuttering so hard.
Mishima.
Mishima?
Marisyahu.
Mishima, the guy that the famous Japanese writer who committed harakiri.
He committed.
That was pretty good.
He committed harikari, the sports,
Exactly. Yeah.
the sports announcer.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There's a guy named Harry Carey, and Harry Carey is what you do if you
Harakiri. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Harakiri. Yes.
And we're being racist. So
no, you're being racist.
No?
Just clear that up. Yeah.
you said it was Harry Carey. All right. So yeah, don't get the. I agree with you. If you're gonna get something
If you like a beautiful phrase, quote,
so
you put it.
foreign.
What did I say?
If you like a beautiful phrase, you get a beautiful phrase in the language you have.
Get it in the language you know, and the one that most people around you are familiar with. Otherwise, everyone's going to be like, "What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?" How fucking annoying is that? Maybe that's what they want, though.
it
I don't
is.
know.
But people say that about tattoos anyway.
What?
What does that mean?
Sure. Yes, that's true.
And I have
yeah.
grow or die on me. People are like, what is that? They know because it's my special and I'm famous. But it's like,
Got it.
no, they say, where'd you get that? Why'd you get the snake? Why'd you get this? Why'd you get that? Oh, what's that
Yeah,
mean?
but that.
And I go
yeah,
like
I guess
this.
you're right.
Whatever. Just chill. Let me just be me. Okay, my body's a journal.
Okay.
My body's a temple.
My body's a journal land. All right. Next one.
body's a journal land. The worst song of all time.
Oh my God. Oh my
Story
God.
time. Story time.
Oh, Chris, Matt, you're here.
This is great.
How are you?
His dog.
Since I've got you here, I'm looking for some advice. My wife and I are about to have our first child,
Cute.
and
Just
I have
killed
to
his
say,
wife, you know?
the only thing I am not looking forward to is the unsolicited parenting advice. I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm sure it's
aren't
already
you
started.
sorry?
I really
Yeah.
need some help. I need to know how to respond because I don't want to be rude, but I really want them to know that
What he's wearing
Man.
now is hilarious.
Mhm.
I just don't care. I don't want to know what you have to say. I don't want to know about vaccines or Red
Yeah.
40, you know?
Yeah.
If it's coming from my parents or my sisters or my in-laws, that's different.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But if it's like,
Even
you
then.
know, a friend from high school, I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
Thank you very much for stopping by.
You know.
And remember.
Oh, taking his sweet old time with
That's good though.
Stop the video. Yeah, that's what he does.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Actually, I'll be honest.
That's fine.
All
right.
So I think, like anything else, it's probably one of those things. You're never gonna not get it. You're never gonna not have it come at you. All you can do is make sure it's expedited as much as possible, as often as possible. Get them to the end of their advice as quickly as possible. You're never going to get them to stop, period.
Just say, I've already done that. When they say, oh, you know what you should do? And then they say, I've already done that. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Yeah, before they even say
no
what
matter what
is.
it is. No, have them say, I've already done that. Even if the kid is 2 weeks and be like, to get them to sleep better, I've already done that.
But what about this, though?
You should save for his college.
This is the one that everybody does, right? Get ready for, I hope you don't need a lot of sleep.
Did you say this recently to me?
I think so, yeah.
You hate
I hope you don't get a lot of sleep. I hope you're used to not getting a lot of sleep. And what's the other one I hear?
I hope you don't get a lot of sleep is what you said, which is so rude. Hey, I hope you don't get a lot of sleep. See ya.
It's just, why don't people know the things that are annoying? Like people, before they do it, why aren't other parents like, oh, wait, I was going to give advice, but hey, I know how annoying that is.
Hold on a second. I'm about to be a jackass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't people do that more?
Because they're not self-aware.
Or is it, I actually am asking, did they think, yeah, that's annoying, but not when I do it? Or do they not even think
they're being delusional. They think that they're not doing it. But they do, I think, it could be a lot of different things. But one of the things is they're not self-aware. I mean, there's so many people that say, working hard or hardly working. And they think, they're not thinking about it. They just think that, oh, it's funny to do that thing. And they're not being self-aware. But then there's also the people that think they're doing it, but they're doing it in a different way. They're doing it.
That's maybe more annoying.
When I do it, it's funny or whatever.
Exactly.
Or when I do it, I don't mean it like that,
The latter version, the thing you just said, bothers me more.
Yeah.
Because people who are like, I know everyone's like this, but I'm not.
Right.
Like, whoa,
well,
dude.
I do it my own way. I put my own spin on it.
Right.
And it's
you think you put your own spin on it? You don't. You don't do that.
Yeah. I'm going to put my own spin on this. Hey, you know what you should do with your kid? This, that. You didn't put your own spin on it. You give parenting advice, and that's annoying as shit, right? Mm-hmm. Do you trim your mustache like this?
Dude, the transition.
Do you trim it? It's so perfectly straight. Do you trim your mustache?
Oh, like,
yeah.
So it's not over my lips?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. You do a great job.
Thanks, man.
It's not perfect looking like too much.
Oh.
It's great. And that's what you thought I meant.
What?
Were you insecure when I said it was perfect?
No.
Okay, so I didn't.
No, I took it as a nice thing.
It is a nice thing.
Yeah. I hate the way it feels on my lip.
Yeah, I get that too.
And I also don't like the way it looks. It's like what?
It's kind of disgusting. Yeah.
It's
not disgusting.
It's the one true like mountain man thing with the beard that I'm like, you can't have that if you're just like a guy in LA.
Right.
You can have a long beard. You can't have it over your mouth. That's like, what are you doing? You have access to things that are sharp to trim that. Do that.
Robot. What is your malfunction? You have access to things that are sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you said you were going to cut your hair. You didn't do it.
No, I didn't, and I keep thinking about it.
Wow. Well, at least you're there. At least you're not thinking about it.
How about how much it sucks? I think this is universal. You think about a thing you need to do. Just doing it would make you stop thinking about it and thus stop dreading it.
Yeah.
And yet, so many of us, myself absolutely included, put it off instead. And then, therefore, they're dreading it more, way more than they have to be. Why don't I just do the thing? And I'm aware of this, and I'm still not doing the thing. I'm thinking of at least 3 things like this right now about myself.
I have some. But do you know,
sucks,
you're not taking into account how strong don't wanna is.
Don't wanna is so strong.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm not taking it into account, but I'm aware of that.
Yeah, but it's just that don't wanna is so strong. It's so strong, and we are all babies when we think it. I don't wanna. Dude, there's fucking a bag on my island that should be taken out. I left the house 4 times. I didn't take it. Know why? Don't wanna. And I don't even care, but I know my wife does. So I'm like, I got to do that.
And that makes you care, though, right?
That makes me care.
Yeah.
But that provides, and then there we have the dread. There we have the dread is provided.
Right. If you just didn't care, it wouldn't matter.
No. But I do. But I do.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't if I didn't have my wife. So don't wanna. It's really don't wanna is so strong. Honestly, what the fuck?
But don't wanna I guess it is stronger even than the dread. The thing about it is, here's the thing. The dread lasts so long.
Poetry.
The don't wanna, you can experience the don't wanna for a very short period of time. What's something everyone's dreading going to take? How long is it going to take? 3 hours maximum? That's nothing.
Not
the dread,
even, no.
You're feeling it for days and days and days sometimes.
Yeah. Get
Taxes.
rid of the
Taxes is the most that this.
Dallas, Texas?
Dallas taxes. Yeah. Dollars taxes.
Dollars taxes. Like, what was that? It was Groucho Marx said it. Dollars taxes. All right. All right.
Most
Next
Groucho
one.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Chris.
Oh my God, I
Dan
knew
from
his
Ottawa,
voice was gonna be
Ontario here, and
so
I have
deep.
a question for you guys about movies. In Ottawa, we have a small movie theater that plays indie movies, and my wife loves to go see the terrible movies like The Room or Tommy Wiseau's newest one, Big Shark, or Army of Darkness.
Only his.
And more. So I need your help. How do I appreciate these movies? I go with her, and I just can't stand them.
I know how.
What perspective do I need to appreciate these movies? If you guys are ever in Ottawa and want to catch one, I'll buy the ticket and the popcorn. We'll leave it that. Yeah, help me appreciate these movies. Thanks, guys.
That's a great, God, that is a good question.
Well, yeah,
honestly.
okay, so here's a thing, too, about that is I can't wrap my head around how there are genuinely people who just don't like bad shit. I know. And I don't get it. Kristen doesn't.
A lot of people don't. I think.
Well, most
I actually
people.
think women typically don't. Their couple is a bit atypical. Usually, it's the guy who likes it.
Yeah, women are like, "What are you watching this shit for?" You're
this
like, "Are
is
you kidding me?"
Waste of time. Yeah.
But it's so arguably. I mean, it's not as good as watching something really great, but it's
Depending upon your mood, it certainly can be.
yes, depending on your mood. Yeah, but it's right under it.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Zone of Interest. I don't know if you saw Zone of Interest.
Well, we've talked about it on the podcast
But
for way too long already. But
it
that's
was
cool.
fantastic. I liked the experience much more than if I just watched some Eric Roberts movie from 1994, except for if I'm in a silly mood, I'll want to watch the Eric Roberts thing in 1990 where he's trying to get a briefcase. Right?
So many Eric Roberts movies
Are about him trying to get a briefcase.
just in 1994. You could fill the end of that sentence with almost any phrase.
So my point is, it's foreign to me when somebody can't. I guess you'd say, for lack of a better term, it's a guilty pleasure, right?
I hate that.
I do
phrase,
too,
but
because people use it wrong. Because that's what a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure is. A guilty pleasure is not Friends.
no. Well,
It's,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it certainly could be. Anything could be. But
A guilty pleasure could be a certain kind of ice cream or food.
right.
Sure, yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's a truly great question. And I think, sometimes I think, why do I like this so much? Because I automatically love it. So it's like,
I don't just like it. I love it.
yeah, it's like unexamined, automatic. I don't have to think about why I love it. I just do. But when I do think about why I love it,
Oh, I think I know why.
I think one of the reasons is the people making it. Or here, think of it this way. If you sense a filmmaker or team of filmmakers or whoever, even just an actor, is trying to be bad, it is instantly uninteresting.
Yes.
When it is bad, the only reason it's enjoyable is because the people making it
yes.
were trying to make it well.
Great point.
And that is, therein lies my enjoyment of it.
Right.
But I will
a
also
train
say
wreck.
it's not like a mockery thing for me. I'm
It's
not
not.
like these fucking
No,
idiots
it
were
is
trying
not.
and it
It is not.
sucks.
It is not. I agree with you.
I appreciate there's like an
Same.
art in truly trying to make something great or poetic or meaningful, whatever, and happening to fail, but kind of achieving a similar thing unintentionally in a different way.
Yeah.
And that is like when we're talking about the best of the best bad stuff,
Well,
that's why I love it the most.
It's the same thing, really, as a guy being like, I'm gonna go hit on this chick. And he's so bad at it.
Similar.
And
yeah.
and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He thought it was gonna be one way and it wasn't.
Right.
And that's so funny.
Yeah.
Because he, like, you know what I'm saying?
Similar, yeah.
It's
That's different because you like to see a cocky asshole fail.
No, but I don't even mean a cocky asshole.
Okay.
If it wasn't a cocky asshole, we'd still like to see it. And it wouldn't be like, fuck that guy. It would just be like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's not, yeah. So it is the same thing. I mean, that a cocky asshole failing is a different thing.
Right,
That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
Just, it's the same thing as seeing somebody trip and fall. Really? It's like they didn't mean to, they didn't want to, and they go, and you think, oh, fuck, I've been there. You know? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I watch movies. Last night I would turn something on and Kristen's like, what are you watching?
I mean, I couldn't honestly, so much of my total happiness when I think about like the amount of things that bring me joy.
Yeah.
Shit like this in this realm, not necessarily all just bad movies.
Yeah.
But like all different kinds of it, like it adds up to so much of what brings me joy throughout the course of
true.
Like,
same.
At night, I almost always want to watch something like
But here's
this.
the other thing too is sometimes we like it because we're funny. And we watch it like Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
and we're like,
okay,
we can see the funniness in it. Even if nobody's with us, we think of the jokes that we'd make.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's entertaining for us.
Yeah.
If you're not a funny person, I could imagine that's not fun to do. I'll watch by myself these movies.
I do too.
You too do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like to watch this shit by yourself and not have that I want to make fun of this bone.
Yeah.
I could understand that. But that coupled with the wow, they're trying to do this thing and it's not good, and it's great.
Sometimes, and it's rare, it is rare, but it does happen where there's something that is so a certain kind of bad in a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a time capsule. Sometimes like within the context of the period it came out, that it swings so far that it comes back around and it is its own kind of actual masterpiece kind of thing.
Agreed.
Where it's like, these people didn't mean to do this, but they like stepped in shit. You know what I mean? And like it just came out perfect.
Yeah, I find that there's really a fine line between. I mean, look, if you think of like David Lynch's stuff, or somebody really specific, you could almost watch it two different ways. You could watch it. I mean, look, David Lynch is my favorite, so you could watch it and be like, this is an unbelievable artist, masterpiece guy doing his shit, or you can be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? The camera's been on this person for fucking 3 minutes, you know? And it's like, it's both, depending on how you watch it, right?
There's some David Lynch shit. Let's talk about that during luxury because there's some specific shit I want to talk about with that. But it'll get too far in the weeds. That's generally the answer to your question, though. That's a great question. I love that question. I love Ottawa now because you're from there.
Ottawa's great, dude.
Oh, really? No, I've never been there.
Yeah, Ottawa's great.
That guy had the most like smooth, comforting, deep voice. That guy.
Yeah.
Great voice. Yeah.
Ottawa's good because the market's really good. A lot of people come out to comedy for Ottawa. Just ate a nice burger. Motorcycle.
Right. Next one.
Hey,
Just
Chris,
got out of the shower.
This is a lot, so I'm gonna try and compact this as much as I can. But basically, me and my girlfriend have been together for about 3 months now. Her ex, after not texting her for months, randomly DM'd her on randomly added her on Snapchat like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
He wanted to talk to her about some situation that happened between her friend and her ex. And he wanted to talk to her about it. So she told me, she's like, I will just see what he wants and then unadd him because that made me kind of uncomfortable. She was on FaceTime with me last night. She called me on her iPad, so she still had her phone in her hand. And she goes, I'm just going to text my friend right now. Her friend's a girl that she told me. She's like, I'm texting my friend. We got into some big fight at school and we're talking about it. I see her on her phone in the corner of her phone and I saw the name. She was texting her ex on Snapchat. So I confronted her. I'm like, you said you were going to unadd him and you said you were texting your friend about a fight. What was that all about? She goes, yeah, I know. I added him back 4 or 5 days ago. And I'm like, she did that behind my back. And she's like, I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just didn't want you to freak out that I was texting him. And so I thought about it. And I said to her, I was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable. I'm the guy. I'm the number one guy in your life. And if I don't feel comfortable, I feel like you should, do something about that. I want you to unadd him or we're not going to be together. And it stressed her out. And she started freaking out. She just basically started freaking out and, she didn't want to do it at first, but then eventually I ended up getting her to do it after saying it a few more times. She unadded him and she gave me her Snapchat account, but then she told me, she was like, I was talking to my friend about it, and for the past few days, I don't know what I want. Like, I still have him in the back of my mind.
Oh.
Even though we're dating, I still have him in the back of my mind. And it's uncontrollable. I can't get him out of my head. I love you with all my heart, but it's just in my head. He's just ever so slightly there.
Oh, well.
And she's like, I'm going to try and get over him just for you. And I'm not going to talk to him or anything. I've gotten over him before, but I'm going to try and get over him just for you. And it's like, I don't know. Do you guys think that I should give her, some time to try and get over this guy and see if I can even I can get over this situation? Because I'm somebody that overthinks a lot. Should I give her some time to try and get over her ex, even though she's in a relationship with me? Or should I just break up with her?
You guys are young.
Well put.
Yeah. You actually handled all of that potentially very confusing information pretty well.
Yeah.
The way he explained that.
Yeah. I'm not confused.
You guys are young, so I don't know, man. It sounds like speaking of overthinking, it sounds like she might be overthinking just because her ex, it's pretty recent that they broke up. Just because she's like sometimes thinking about him doesn't mean that she's not ready for a different relationship. This stuff gets messy, very, very messy. And sometimes you have an ex in your mind because of, not even just because you miss them, because the way they treated you, because the way you treated them, or there's some trauma there in your mind about what didn't go the way it should have gone, and you have regrets. Like, it doesn't mean that she misses that guy necessarily. It could, but if she's not saying that's the case, honestly, it's not like she's being crazy honest with you about it. And I would, for one, appreciate at least just that. Obviously, she lied about the Snapchat thing, and I get that too. I'm not trying to defend her like fully, but there's something to be said for what she's saying, coming back and being like, look, I don't know what's going on. I love you, but he's in the back of my mind a little bit, and I want to get over him. Like, if she's saying all of that and it seems genuine, I don't know. I wouldn't advise just being like, no, get her out of your life. Like this, I said, these things get messy. And sometimes we, as adults, which you are either now or going to be soon, you got to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I think that it's just, it's kind of out of your hands. You said, I don't want you to be talking to him. And she did. And then you found out they were. And then she admitted it. And then she admitted more, which it was honest of her. And that's cool for her to tell you that stuff.
Definitely.
I think that you seem like you want an answer right now, and I don't think it's going to be revealed to you yet, but you can just really see where she's at. You have your stuff where it's like, look, I don't want you to be in contact with him. If that's going to make you feel a certain type of way or want to get in contact with him, or that you're not over him, then you have a decision to make, because it's like, I can't, if you don't want to be with somebody who's talking to their ex, then you don't want to be with that person.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think she agreed to stop talking to him.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, yeah.
She did, but there's one, there's, okay, I'll stop talking to him, or, all right, if you want me to, I'll stop talking to him.
Right.
And then that's not right, because she's not doing it because she thinks it's the better idea. She's doing it because she thinks she has to.
It sounds, though, like that she actually really does want to get over this guy.
Well, that's
what I appreciate about what she's saying.
Yeah. And here's the other thing, too, is like, why did they break up, and when did they break up?
Right.
If it was 2 years ago, it's much different than if it was 4 months ago.
Totally. Yeah.
And did he break up with her? Did she break up with him? Is it a thing? Did they move away? Did they, I think this is the main thing. You're 3 months into the relationship. Mm-hmm. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, take it easy. Take the foot off the gas a little bit. Yeah.
It'll be figured out. And the right thing will happen.
Well, the right decision will reveal itself to you.
But the right thing will happen. I mean, it's like...
yeah, sure. Yeah,
it's like, you're not going to make a catastrophic mistake. Say you do something that pushes her away. You didn't lose the one. Like, it may feel that way, but this is just the way it's supposed to happen, and it'll be okay.
I would say she gave him her Snapchat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have Snapchat, never did, but I think that is a bad idea. We don't want our partners login information on their social media. What we want is to trust our partners.
Yeah.
So
that's
3 months
that's a
in,
good point.
If you already don't trust her so much, you need her Snapchat info.
Yeah, that's true.
That, above all else, I would say,
Yeah.
is a sign that maybe, you know.
Get rid of that. And then also
mark that down, and then maybe ending the relationship is best.
You can give her the option of messing up or not. You can say, hey, okay, I don't like you talking. I don't want you to talk to him. Don't talk to him. And then if you are confronted with the information that they are talking again, then you have a decision to make. Or, dude, it's okay if she's not over her ex and she's with you.
Yes.
That'll all even out. You don't have to worry about, oh, she needs to be over her. I need to be the only man.
Exactly.
3 months in.
Yeah.
In 2 years, if you're still together, it's a whole different story.
And in 2 years, if you're still together, you will be the only one. I mean, 3 months and 2 years is a big gap, but like,
you got to give people a grace period.
Yeah.
You know, I've often gotten with somebody and that helped me get over my final hump of getting over somebody.
Right.
You know?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Sometimes the only reason your ex is still in your mind is because it's been a minute since you've been with anyone else, and that intimacy still lingers in your mind because it's the most recent person you were intimate with. Anytime I've not been able to get over an ex and wondering what's wrong with me, why can't I get this person in my head? Then someone else comes along, boot scoots that ex out of my mind, and now all there is the new person. It doesn't always happen like that, but it can, and sometimes it takes a little longer. In this case, for her, it might be taking a little longer. I don't know.
Boot scoots.
Yeah.
I never heard that. Is that a thing?
Boot scoot. It's boot scooting. Something, I don't know. It's some like country thing. Yeah. Which I am. I'm very country. All right.
You are?
Thanks for the submission. That was a good one.
All right, cool.
Got some good ones today, huh? I heard they were going to be horrible.
Hi, guys. My name's Taylor
Hey,
from
Taylor.
Palm Beach. My husband, Travis, has been on the show a couple of times.
Uh-oh.
We're big fans. My question is in regards to your wives. I am almost 37 weeks pregnant with my second. And I keep getting comments mostly
so
from
soon.
men or from women that have not had kids yet about how like large my belly is and when's the due date and oh my gosh, are they coming today? And it actually makes in a situation where you're already a little bit on edge and not sleeping great worse. And so I guess I'm wondering, I'm sure you were all super supportive of your wives, but did you know not to say anything? Would you know now? Like, don't say anything to a pregnant woman. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
She put this same video in Golden Hour, and we
No wonder she said wives.
That's
okay.
so funny.
was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
what?
I know.
Am I married?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm married?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
No, but she did say Matt and Chris in the beginning, I think.
Oh,
so she did
she's
too.
just running them down, saying
think.
whatever.
But anyway,
You speak to this, but all I want to say up front and out of the way is I think a rule is never say shit about a pregnant woman's body unless that pregnant woman asks, and then be fucking careful.
hello, do you think I'm pregnant?
Like, what the fuck are these people doing? Just being like, it's like
Matt, sometimes it's very obvious someone's pregnant.
I don't mean pretend she's not pregnant. I mean, don't comment on her body.
No pregnant women are in here, that's for sure.
Like, especially if it's not someone you know extremely well, like, shut the fuck up,
About
dude.
body. You don't
Like, you don't think she's aware constantly of her fucking body right now?
Yeah.
She's pregnant, 37 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, good point.
Don't bring it up. She's already thinking about it.
There is a. What about if a woman is like really pregnant? There's somebody like I saw like all of a sudden somebody at my gym is like super pregnant, and I'm like, oh, they're definitely pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
What if I see them and we start talking because I know her? You have to reference it, right?
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
You want to
but
tell
I'm
me
talking
anything?
about her
Did you get a haircut?
body. You don't comment specifically on her
Okay,
body.
so you can be like,
if you
what's the
know
way
someone and you notice they're pregnant and you haven't talked about it at all, you don't want to be like, oh, you know,
so
it's
what?
good
So
to
then
see you.
give us an example. What should you do? Hey, so I have 2 kids.
Congratulations. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all you gotta say.
Oh, okay.
If it's that, you know, congratulations. How far along are you?
Oh my
wow.
gosh, congratulations. How
So
far along
exciting.
are you? Yeah.
I mean, copying me wholesale. You know?
Oh, copy me wholesale. Copy me wholesale. Okay, see, I see. I get it.
Dude, I just thought of something else for Lifeline Luxury. Yes, dude.
Okay.
Wholesale. Anthony, write that down. Write down that word, wholesale. I'll remember.
He just writes HOLESAIL. That's the kind of dummy he is, dude.
Damn, that
How
was
about that?
a really funny joke, dude. Good job.
Yeah.
Put a W.
Nice.
And not SALE though.
Nice job on the W.
A basketball playing. You know what I'm saying. You do the joke. You know.
Yeah, I
You
get
do
it.
it in your head.
I did it in my head. All right. Do another one. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yo,
Now
what is
that's
up,
a fucking
Chris and
beer.
Matt? My name is Ollie, and I'll try and keep this real brief because I've just gotten to the gym and realized I need to do a poo. So I need to get
disgusting.
this done and finished and
Disgusting.
head back home to the toilet. First of all, actually, I live on an island, Kangaroo Island, out of South Australia, and we've got about 5,000 people here.
Wow.
And my wife said that the other day, this couple walked into the kiosk that she works at, and the chick was wearing a Life Rips hoodie. So that's pretty freaking awesome in such a remote
far reach
and small, low population of an area. So well done, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're changing the world in some awesome ways.
Wow.
And
You're goddamn right.
yes, my question to both of you: what advice would each of you give to your 25-year-old selves? I'm 25 myself. I would love to hear what you would have to say to yourself at my age.
Wow, dude.
And also, when are you coming back to Australia, Adelaide, anywhere in Australia?
Dude.
We really, really want you back. Thank you so much, guys. Huge love.
25-year-old self. Oh man, dude.
Well, I mean, I would have very specific.
Yeah, yours would
for
be
me.
different than mine.
Mine would be very specific, tailored for me.
Yeah.
But I think generally, yeah. Well, because it is weird because if you're asking that question, I guess you are asking for something somewhat general because
well, you have to be.
For me it would be like, hey, make sure that you don't snowball out of control with your whole sex addiction.
Yeah, that would be.
But that you
would
can't
be
say that
the
for
right
everyone.
advice for you.
Right. But you can't say that for everyone.
No, you can't. I don't think it would apply to him either.
Right.
Mine would be pretty vague, honestly. So this might apply to him. So I don't know. He's on an island with only 5,000 people. It's a very different life you're leading than I was when I was 25. But I think I would have enjoyed the last many years of my life if I, instead of being so like, it's not that I'm hard on myself. It's that I've always been in a hurry to do things. And when I'm not at the place I want to be, I won't let myself be happy. It's not that I'm thinking I got to punish myself for not being where I want to be in life, but I'm thinking I'm not where I want to be in life, and I can't forget that, because if I forget that, then I'll get lazy and not get to where I want to be in life. That has been the source of diminished enjoyment of my life as I've experienced it, more than anything else. And if I could go back to myself when I'm 25, I would tell myself, hey, chill out. You're going to work hard anyway. You don't have to also be hard on yourself based on the results that you're either getting or not getting. Enjoy your fucking life, because you only get to be whatever age you are for 1 year. Then it's on to the next year, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and next. So you fucking know you're way fucking older, and you've been spending way too much time being hard on yourself. Stop doing that, is what I would tell myself at the age of 25, if I could go back in time. But I can't do that yet. I can't yet go back in time. I've almost perfected
spinning
it.
out of control. Was so good until you're spinning out of control. There was something that you said to me once when I was 24, and it stuck with me, and I think about it all the time, and it has genuinely helped my life.
You forget?
We'll leave it at that. You said I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to make, I couldn't get a job acting. I was trying to, starting stand up, and I was like, what the fuck? And you said, you want this so bad. You are going to look back on this time as the good times. And I remember thinking, you might be right about that. What if you are right about that? Yeah, you know what? That's true. So I'm going to live like it's the good times now. And I kept that in mind. And I'm 44 now, and I still think about it. And I, sure enough, back then when I asked you that question, remember that fondly.
Yeah, dude.
And I try to keep that in mind as a reassurance of how that works, because, my kids are 4 and 1, and I think, I want them to get in a good school. I want them to this. I want them to have enough money to do this. I want to be able to take a trip. Should we all do this? But this is the time that it is, and this is the time that is the time in 10 years I'm going to look back on and be like, wow, that was amazing. 100%. So why not just let it be amazing?
100%.
Which is kind of along the lines of what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's so true, and it's so important. And I'm really glad that you told me that, because if you didn't tell me that, dude, I don't think I would know that. I think I would know that, but I don't think I would like have it formed. It's like every now and then people say something that you carry with you. Yeah. And that was one of those things.
Oh, that's cool. Interestingly, I think about that kind of thing. I don't remember saying that, but it makes sense that I did, because I think about that more now than ever. Because, you start to hit middle age, and these things are in your mind way more than they are when you're young. When you're young, you're just like, I want to get to life. I want to be successful. I want to do this and do that and do that and do that. You're not like really in reflection mode yet.
Yeah.
But I think about how much time we waste.
In reflection mode as an 8-year-old.
How much time we waste like thinking about what's coming, what it's going to be like, how worrying, stressing, instead of just enjoying what's right in front of you right then.
Yeah.
And it's not that you're going to regret it later.
Yeah.
It's that you're missing the space and time to enjoy what's in front of you right now. And that really applies when you're 25. Dude, that is the time to enjoy your life.
Well, I remember because I took Calvin to T-ball yesterday, and like, there's people there with dads that are like, their son's swinging the bat, and they're like, all right, well, you got to work on it a little more. It's like they're trying to get them to be a good hitter. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, when my son's a good hitter, then we'll be happy. And it's like, this is so much fun. It's about this process. It's about it's about me and my son connecting and trying and swinging. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that if you lose sight of that, you miss a lot of the fun and enjoyment in life.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And that's as serious as I'm ever going to be.
All right, well then let's do one more before we get too serious here.
Hey guys, my name's Delaney. I'm super big fan of both of you guys. Chris, been able to see you a few times. Would love to see y'all do a Lifeline on the road if y'all ever feel like coming down to the South. Today I need advice on how to pivot out of the uncomfortable conversation where people think that just because you're small, it's okay to comment on your weight. For context, a few years ago, got pretty sick, lost a substantial amount of weight. And since then, it's just been a common theme of people thinking it's okay to say things like, oh my God, eat a burger. Do you ever eat anything? Asking me if I'm anorexic. Had a lady come into my job, look at me and say, oh my God, you're skin and bones. Like, what do you do to stay so skinny?
Wow, she's hates
And
herself.
I just looked at her and I was like, it's a medical thing, but
make her feel
appreciate
good.
it,
Make her feel bad.
I guess.
That's good.
Right, yeah.
And she said, well, whatever medical thing you have, sign me up because I want to look like that.
People say that all the
and
time.
I have to look at her and be like, lady, I don't think you want a brain tumor, but
oh my God, you have a
noted.
brain tumor?
And I get the whole ask uncomfortable questions, get uncomfortable answers, but that makes me just as uncomfortable as I'm trying to make them. Because I don't feel like I should have to explain my medical history to somebody to make them understand that that's not a question you fucking ask.
Yeah.
So any advice on how to pivot out of that conversation without doing that would be super helpful. So thanks, guys.
We've talked about this, but we've never talked about, we've talked about how fucked up and shitty it is, but we've never talked about what to do.
Well, because it's so annoying when people say, we've talked about this before. It's like, you can't say to a fat person like, yo, put down the fork.
Right.
But I was rail thin when I was growing up. Hard to believe because of fucking.
I still am rail thin.
You're pretty thin, but my shoulders is the main focus here. And when my shoulders are just fucking, they're crazy, dude.
You got to put your sunglasses on.
My shoulder. I got shoulders for days. Put a week on it, dude. I got shoulders for days. Put a month on it.
Does that even apply?
I mean, it's just like this.
That expression.
If you started,
couldn't look more blind right now the way you.
If you started a trip. Bear Grylls would have a tough time getting from here to here, is what I'm saying.
I can't believe Bear Grylls is Bear Grylls' name, but that's besides the point.
That is
Yeah,
true.
I
It's
get what
crazy.
you're
His name
saying,
is Bear Grylls.
yeah.
That'd be like if my name was Funny Comic. Laughs Jokerson. Hey, welcome to Stage Laughs Jokerson.
All right.
Bear Grylls.
What do you? Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking nuts, dude. Bear Grylls.
All right, so
what do you do? What do you? What should you do?
I never thought about it. What she was saying, I never thought about it in the way as it makes you uncomfortable too.
Right.
Because I don't feel that way. When somebody does something to me, I go like, okay, you made your bed. Here we go. I don't. I twist it in my head.
You're saying it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I go like this. All right, fatty. You know what I mean?
Oh,
here we go.
Well, that's shitty.
Why? Because why? So you can beat them? Fat saddlebags, like fucking. Ace Ventura, dude. Well, I'm going off on my own here, huh?
Dude, speaking of movies, there's a sequence. I recently watched Mr. Mom. I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a part in Mr. Mom where it's the best part of the movie, where Michael Keaton and his wife Terry Garr are arguing. She's at work all day. He's stuck with the kids. He's getting overweight. He's letting himself go, and she's getting mad at him, like the typical husband does. Like, you're letting yourself go, honey. And they're having this big fight in the bedroom, and he's getting his stuff, going to storm out the door, and she's like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'm going to go sleep on the fat couch."
Oh,
dude, it's so funny.
Hilarious.
It's so funny. Like, it's what people say when they're mad, but don't make sense. Yeah.
I'm surprised they left that in, honestly.
Yeah, I know. So good.
That's funny. That's so something that a producer would be like, I don't know if it makes sense, but they're thinking,
Right, yeah.
Oh, Michael Keaton's the best. All right, so.
Yeah, those movies of his in the 80s were so good, yeah.
I know. He had it.
Gung Ho, Mr. Mom.
Yeah. So.
That's not for this.
I think that it's just one of those things that people are just going to be they don't know they're being rude.
If you want to be,
what do you do though?
The greatest kind of person. If you have I don't even know what you say, the substance and patience, the wherewithal to do this, I suggest you do it. Look them in the eye and say, why exactly do you think it's okay to talk like this about my weight?
Yeah, but that'll make her crazy uncomfortable.
I know, but maybe the thing for her to get through the only way to get over the discomfort is to go through the discomfort for her.
Right. It's like, if you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna squirm until it's over, maybe the only way is through it, and just look at them in the face and say, why do you think it's okay? I want to know. Why do you think it's okay?
Well, I mean,
I want to know.
Fucking A Few Good Men.
Yeah, make a whole meal out of the monologue, make it a big dramatic thing. But seriously though, I also, if you do that, next time it happens, submit again and tell me how it went. Because I sometimes...
I'd be curious too.
You know what? I'm going to do it too. We'll both report back. Next time somebody says
I'm going to be on the lookout for it, just...
You think I'm skinny? What? You think I'm skinny?
Did you want to say something to me? What? Nobody said anything? Just in churches, you're not even religious. What?
Across the pew?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. But mostly people do that because they're not happy with themselves, I would think. Like, whoa, skinny mini over here. And it's like, you put down the fucking Subway
The worst
sandwich.
though, you're right, is when people are like, they think they're beating you to the I'm saying it because I'm bitter thing. The thing, she actually mentioned it. Oh, if that's the kind of sickness, tell me what kind of sickness that is. I want to get that too, because I'm like, and it's like, that doesn't absolve you. It's like they think that absolves them by being like, well, I can say it because I am overweight. And it's like, no. I wouldn't do it to you though. Nor should I do it. The reason I'm not, and it's also, I'm not doing it to you because I have manners or something. I'm not doing it to you because I'm not fucking rude and don't want to.
Genetics, and I'm not a piggy fat fuck. What if you leaned in like that?
Yeah.
Genetics and you know what it is? Genetics. One more thing. Columbo. I'm also not a piggy fat fuck.
Columbo with the one more thing.
Yeah. Detective.
Yeah.
It's funny. Well, now that I'm here, I might as well say, you're also a piggy fat fuck.
Wow, so loud too.
Do that.
I mean,
could you imagine?
Then the problem with that, no, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Is that then you become the asshole, and there's no way around that. Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm oinking.
Uh oh. That would be hilarious.
Dude, hey, why don't you eat a burger? You're so skinny. Oh, are we two piggies now?
I mean, the thing about the burger is, why don't you eat a burger? The easy response is, why don't you not eat a burger?
Oh, yeah,
why don't you eat less? Why don't you eat a
Why don't
fucking
you eat a
salad?
burger? You ate them all.
That's the right
That's
response.
great. That's the right response. We figured it out. Great.
Yeah, good job.
Great. Thank you for Lifeline.
Yeah. Thank you for Lifeline, you know?
All right, cool. I'll be in Nanaimo. I'll be in Victoria, BC. I'll be in Chattanooga. I'll be in Des Moines. I'll be in Savannah. I'll be in North Charleston. I'll be in Green Bay. Yay, Green Bay. And St. Petersburg, Florida. But we have our Lifeline Live at May 14th. So make sure you get tickets May 14th. Lifeline Live. Come. We'll be taking questions from the crowd. And that's what's up. And get on our Lifeline Luxury. We're going to go do that, record that now. Go to Lifeline Luxury, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. You don't want to miss out. It's the best Patreon going.
It is. Subscribe to Private Record. It's a great show. It's me solo. You don't have to deal with this annoying guy to my right. And if you want to be on this show, go to watchlifeline.com and submit your solicitation for advice. Thank you very much. Oh, and of course, if you want a one-on-one session with me, go to mattleah.com. I'll make your life better. Absolutely proven to be guaranteed for sure. I will make your life better. And don't forget about the Lifeline merch. Go to lifelinemerch.com.
So overselling it.
I'm gonna get sued.
You'll live longer.
Gonna get sued.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.